We're not here for the anecdotes, we're here for the science. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Bobby. Guys, today we're gonna discuss the latest cutting edge research on veganism, the science. I cannot wait. As promised on my last live stream, we're gonna talk about the latest finding about vegans and vegetarians. As I said before, guys, this is not a science channel. I'm not pretending to be a scientist like all the vegans. I'm a regular guy. However, because the vegans want it so much, I want to provide a little bit of science. You asked for it, here you have it. Let's have a look. Vegans and vegetarians have lower levels of ubiquinol, according to new research. In case if you're wondering what ubiquinol is, I didn't know it either. It is essentially coenzyme Q10. So here it reads, the study found that vegetarians and vegans have significantly lower levels of ubiquinol, around 23% less than omnivores. A lack of ubiquinol could lead to fatigue, muscle issues, and a weaker immune system. And it's also a risk factor for many age-related diseases. This makes sense because Q10 is used as anti-aging, as a skin cream, etc, etc, etc. I can relate. When I was a vegan for 4 years straight, I battled fatigue and muscle cramps on a daily basis. But let's proceed. We're not here for the anecdotes, we're here for the science. Plant-based nutrition continues to flourish as a result of customer interest, aka media propaganda, of course, in healthy lifestyles. How can you write this even? How is it a healthy lifestyle if you just established that they're facing fatigue and muscle issues? Well, sustainability and animal welfare, which ties into the broader trend, yes, it is definitely a trend, towards cleaner living and eating. This whole article is meaningless. But those opting for a plant-based diet also have to be mindful of their health by supplementing deficient nutrients. So it is plural after all. Talked about this numerous times. You guys get it. It is not only B12. It is not only D3. It is not only creatine. It is not only collagen. It is not only. In the end, there is study after study simply showing that the vegan diet, it's not even a diet, it's a fast, is lacking in numerous nutrients. It continues. For example, some meat and dairy alternatives were found to be relatively high in sodium, obviously because it's processed food, saturated fat and sugar, and may therefore decrease levels of essential micronutrients even further. As more and more consumers, that's what you are switching to a greener lifestyle, these and our new study results are highly important. With Kaneka Ubiquinol, manufacturers of dietary supplements can serve the growing target group of vegetarians and vegans and optimally support them in their diet. There you go. Of course, supplement companies will have high interest in the so-called vegan diet. You guys are deficient. As I said many times before, this is not an anti-vegan channel, it is an anti-veganism channel. It is not against you. I was a vegan myself for 4 years straight. I went through the suffering and I don't want you to go through the same struggle. You don't have to. You can be healthy. Meat is still abundant. Just reclaim your health. It is that simple. Don't you see that those supplement companies try to make a profit on you? Let's proceed. In the study, half of the participants were vegetarians/vegans and the other half were meat eaters. And because vegetarians and vegans have significantly lower levels of ubiquinol, supplementation is advisable for the growing number of people who actively avoid animal products. Just a quick look at the Wikipedia page about ubiquinol. As I said, it is the coenzyme Q10, and here you can see in which foods we can find it. So it is readily available in beef, as you can see, and in beef liver as well, in its form Ubiquinol. It proceeds with pork, with chicken, with mackerel, tuna, yellowtail, and then it enters the vegan realm, talking about broccoli, parsley, and the orange. But just compare this. The orange has 0.88, one of my favorite numbers. Now Ubiquinol is missing. Before that it was vitamin K2. Before that it was vitamin D3. Before that it was DHA EPA. Before that it was vitamin B12. The list never ends. You will be deficient on a vegan diet. Why don't you understand this? And again, if you have common sense, you do not need the science. I do not need science to tell me that a plant-exclusive diet is deficient. Yes, I was misled myself, but once you wake up of that brainwashing, you realize it is pretty commonsensical. Just see what people have done. It is very straightforward. But if you must have the science, the settled science, here you have another study. But you will ignore it as always. The same thing happened 2019. We talked about this on this channel too. British Medical Journal study finds vegetarian and vegan diets may increase stroke risk. Oopsie. Why don't you get it? Why do you want to risk your health? And again, every single time there is actually a study, what will you do? You're not listening to the science. You don't care about science. You care about what your vegan YouTubers, your vegan doctors will say. That's all. It's the same situation that we have right now. People will tell you, well, I'm going to take the third jab because I trust the science. But do you really? Right? There is not one long-term study on the current situation. But people will blindly follow what the mainstream media tells them. If they ask you for science and you provide something, they will happily decline and say, I trust the science. Even though you showed them the science, they do not care. It doesn't work. The lamps are not on up here. They only listen to one trusted source. Mainstream media. And it's the same with you guys. You listen to your gurus, you listen to your vegan doctors, and this is why you suffer. Alright guys, but this is it for today's video, long enough as it is. Share it with your vegan friends and hopefully they will wake up. Anyways, if you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please do so. And if you want to support this channel, all the links are in the description box below for you to check out. Thank you so much for your support, guys. As always, may God bless you all. Much love and peace.